Recording started.
Yes, beta. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you. Let's see what exactly is the matter. Please read. Please read, beta. Please read. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Start reading.
Matter. Matter is everywhere. Matter is anything that makes up space and hide mass. Matter is constantly experiencing both chemical and physical changes.
So you see anything around the object matter? It is everywhere. What exactly it is? It takes up space. It is occupying space. It has got its own mass, that means weight, and this matter is having both the changes, physical as well as chemical changes. So what are physical changes? What you can see. And what is happening inside the body is called the chemical change. Is this clear? Is this clear, beta?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So wait. Wait, beta.
Ma'am, can I do reaction?
हाँ बेटा.
Yes. Number one, changes around us. In our daily life, we come across several changes.
Be a bit
Example.
louder. Be a
Yes,
bit
ma'am.
louder.
Yes, ma'am. Dissolving sugar in water, formation of curd from milk, cooking of food, cutting of a piece of paper, stitching a rubber band,
Stretching.
melt,
Stretching.
stretching a rubber band, melting of ice, melting of wax, boiling of water, rusting of iron, burning of candle, burning of wood, burning of coal.
Did you understand? What are the changes?
Yes.
So we are seeing so many types of changes. For example, when you dissolve sugar in water, when you drink water, the taste is different, and when you dissolve sugar in water, the taste is different. Yes or no? So what is that change? Chemical change, right, beta? The taste changes, so it is a chemical change. Formation of curd from milk. Milk you taste, it is sweet. Curd you taste, it is sour. Right, beta? So again, chemical change. Cooking of food. You take raw vegetables and you cook, the taste is different. Again, chemical. Cutting of a piece of paper. Physical change. Stretching a rubber band. You see, this is stretching a rubber band. You see this? Stretching a rubber band. And then you even leave it, it comes back to its original position. This is cutting a piece of paper. Melting of ice. Physical change. Melting of ice. Physical change. Boiling of water, physical change, because when you boil water, it changes to gaseous state, right, beta? Then burning of, sorry, rusting of iron, chemical change. Burning of candle, chemical as well as physical change. Burning of wood, physical change as well as chemical change. Burning of coal, physical change as well as chemical change. You understand, beta? This is water. Ice changing into water. This is candle melting. This is stretching of a rubber band, cutting of paper. This is sugar solution. This is becoming curd from milk. Hope you understood.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Yes. These are the changes that we are going to work today. Let's see the types of changes. Yes, there are certainly some changes. But what are the types of changes? See one by one. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, can I read next Can I chapter? Continue?
No, beta. It will go to someone else. Aisha,
Okay.
it will go to someone else. Yes, who will do it?
Ma'am, can I read Aina?
Okay, beta.
Types of changes. Changes are of two main types. They are physical change. Number two, chemical
Physical,
change.
beta. It is physical.
Bicycle change is a
Physical.
change which no new substance
Aina,
is
it is physical.
physical change and is a change in which no new substance is found. Chemical change is a change in which new substances are formed.
Have you observed the difference? All of you? Girls, did you find a difference? That in physical change, no new substance is formed. Chemical change, new substance are formed. That's the difference. Is this understandable? Girls,
Yes,
did you understand? Did you understand?
yes. Yes.
In physical change, no new substance formed. In chemical change, new substance formed. Right, beta? And see over here in the first case. Cutting of paper. Any new substance is formed, beta? In this one. One. Cutting of paper. Any new substance is formed? It is a paper only. Whenever you cut the paper, you get paper. You get something else? Girls, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. I
Yes.
asked you a question that when you're cutting a paper, what you get? You get a paper or something else?
Paper.
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 So is there any new substance formed?
No.
So it is a physical change. Understood? You are stretching a band in number two. You are stretching a band, right, beta? You getting any new substance? Are you getting any new substance by stretching a band?
No.
No. So it is a physical change. This is ice. It is melting. You're getting water. Yes? But H2O remains same. If it is ice, it is H2O. If it is water, it is H2O. If it is gas, it is H2O. Is this clear? What is the change? What is the change? Physical change. What is the change, beta?
Physical change. Physical.
Are you understanding or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm? Water remains water. The state will change. It may become, if you cool it, it will become ice. When you melt it, it will become water. When you again boil it, it will become water vapor. But water remains the same. Only the states of matter will change. Got it? Now you are boiling water over here. Yes? So you can see fumes coming out. It is becoming water vapor. What it is become, Vita? Water vapor. What is it? Physical change. So water is boiling and it's forming water vapor. Any problem? Any problem? Any problem? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you
Yes.
find any problem?
No.
Now we'll see the other changes. Here, milk has become curd. This is curd. Now the curd is sour. Remember that. So there's a change. New substance is formed. It has come from milk. Milk is different, curd is different, right? What is this change? Tell me. What is the change? Chemical change. What is the change?
Chemical change.
You're burning
Chemical.
the wood. Yeah, you're burning the wood in the second case. It has become ash. The wood has changed to ash. What is the change? Chemical change. This is rusting, rust of iron. Yes, iron was different colored, now it has become reddish colored. So it's a new substance is formed. So it is called a chemical change. You're cooking food. What you are doing with a cooking? The taste of the raw sabji or raw vegetable is different. When you cook it, it becomes different. So it is a chemical change. Have you understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll do activity. Read activity 6.1. Please read. Start reading better.
Cut a piece of
Cut a
paper.
piece of paper in four square pieces. Cut each square piece into four square pieces. Lay these pieces on the floor or a table so that the pieces acquire the shape of the original pieces of paper.
Is it pieces?
Obviously,
Don't
you
piece.
cannot.
Why are you
Obviously,
seeing
you
pieces
cannot.
everywhere? Who is reading?
Maina.
Aina? See
Yes.
whether it is written pieces or it is piece. Why are you reading pieces everywhere? For singular also you are putting pieces. Why? You will only use when it is required. Is this clear?
Okay.
Obviously,
Obviously, cannot join the piece, but
pieces,
to
pieces. It's written pieces over there. When you are written pieces, read pieces only.
obviously you cannot join the pieces back to make the original piece. But is there a change in the property of the paper?
Okay. Now, what is the question? That you have made so many pieces of paper, right, beta? You see this? There's four pieces. Then one piece is again made into four pieces, right? I can make this also into four pieces. Again, this also into four pieces. Yes or no? This also into four pieces. Yes or no? But the question is the pieces of paper showing a different property or is it the same? What is the answer? Does it remain the paper or it becomes something else? What will your answer, beta? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I asked you a question. When you're cutting the pieces of paper in so many small pieces, is the property of the paper changed or it remains the same?
Change.
Change.
Property of the paper changes.
Yes.
Okay. In what way? Who said yes?
I Mode Saraja.
No, this doesn't. Okay, if you said yes, in what way? As the property of paper change. That piece of paper, you will not call it a paper or you will call it something else?
It will call a paper.
Then how did you say the property has changed? The property remained the same. That's why it is called a paper. Simple. You contradicted your own answer. You are negating your own answer, bitter. That's the question that I asked you. That you make so many pieces of a paper, a piece of paper, but still the small piece will be called a paper. Why? Because the property is remaining the same of the paper. It has not changed. The physical has changed. The chemistry remains the same. It is called a paper. How much ever pieces you make, it will be called a paper. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Now you understood? All of you understood with the girls?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Seventh standard, all of you understood? How much ever pieces, how many pieces you make, the smallest of the piece of the paper will be called a paper. Is this clear? Because it retains
Yes,
the
ma'am.
property of the paper. It retains the property of the paper. So what it shows, this is a physical change. There is a change, no doubt about it. See, this is a big piece of paper, right? And now it has made a small piece. Again, I can make a small piece. Are you understanding what I'm doing? Again, I can make small pieces. I can make this also. But whatever I do, the small piece will be also called a paper. Is this clear to all of you? All of you?
yes,
So
ma'am,
what is this
understood.
change? What is this change now? Physical change. What is the change we saw?
Specifically,
Physical change.
Got it?
specific.
Now we do activity 6.2.
Ma'am, can I continue?
Who is it? Aina? No.
Ma'am, can I model Sir Rajani?
Okay, beta. Start.
Yes, ma'am. Activity 6.2. Collect the chalk dust lying on the floor near the blackboard in your classroom, or crush a small pieces of chalk into dust. Add a little water to the dust to make a paste. Roll in into the shape of a piece of a chalk.
Done. What does it suggest? That while writing on the board with the help of chalk pieces, the dust it accumulates at the bottom of the blackboard, right, beta? They want that we should collect the chalk dust and make a paste of it and then roll it. That means when it hardens it, we roll it as a shape of a chalk, piece of chalk. What is this activity suggesting? What is the change? Physical change, right, beta? Now that chalk dust is a chalk or something else?
Chalk.
Chalk only.
Physical
So,
change.
so it is a physical change. Very good. So all of you are understanding. I think that's good. Yeah. It is a physical change. All of you understood? Even the chalk dust is a part of chalk. Okay, it remains the same. The property remains the same. So it is a physical change. Very good. Activity 6.3. Read better. Read better. Hello. Can you hear me better? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
start reading better. Start reading.
Yes, ma'am. Take some ice in a glass or plastic tumbler. Melt a small portion of ice by placing the tumbler in the sun. You have now a mixture of ice and water. Now place the tumbler in a freezing mixture.
Okay. What is the activity, beta? Take ice, put it in a glass or a plastic tumbler. Put it in the sun. If you don't put it in the sun also, in the room temperature also it starts melting. Yes or no? If you keep it in your hand, the ice starts melting. Have you observed that? So what is the mixture we have? Ice and water. Because the ice has started melting and has formed water. So it's a mixture of ice and water. When it is melting, that time itself you put it in freezer. What we will get? The molten ice will be, that is molten ice which has formed water will change to ice. Is that clear? When we put it in the freezer. What is the freezing mixture? Now place the tumbler in the freezing mixture. So it is melting. Remember that the ice is melting to water, and then I will put it in freezing mixture. What is a freezing mixture? When you sprinkle salt on ice, it will not melt. Try this activity today. Girls, take a cube of ice and sprinkle salt on it. It will not melt. Is this clear? So this is called a freezing mixture. So what is the question over here? Does the water become solid ice once again? Yes. What will the answer? Yes. Is this clear? Girls,
Yes, ma'am.
understood all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Now activity 6.4.
मैम
Yeah?
मैम आपने वो लेसन 4 वाली PDF भेज दी है?
Anji, why what happened? You did not get better? Did you get or not? Who is speaking? I know.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that
I
you?
am not got.
Are you in, with the link?
Yes.
The class link? Ask others. All of you have got or not better? That's number 4 PDF. Girls?
Ma'am got.
Hello? All of you got or not?
Yes, ma'am, I all got.
But why Aina is saying that she has not got? Is she there in the group? If she is in the group, then she should get. And if she has not get, I'm sorry, if she
Ma'am,
has
I
not got it,
get. Ma'am,
huh? Yes?
ma'am,
What
I
happened?
got.
Why do you ask questions like that, beta? Does not look good. You should check it twice before asking certain questions. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? Okay, one of you start reading better.
Ma'am, can I read it?
Can I read Dholi?
Dolia, Aisha, Aina, Modisa. Anyone else?
Ma'am, can I be like Khadija?
Khadija? Yes, Khadija, start.
Okay.
All of you take part better, that will be better. Start, Khadija.
Boil some water in a container. Do you see the steam rising from the surface of water? Hold
Rising.
an inverted plant by its handle over the steam at some distance from the boiling water. Observe the inner surface of the pan. Do you see any droplet of water there?
So you are boiling water. You have taken a pan You have put some water and you are boiling it, right, beta?
Yes.
You can see steam, gas coming out from the surface of the water, right, beta? So it is boiling. What you will do, you will put a lid on top of that. And when you take out the lid, you can see drops of water coming out of the lid, yes or no? Have you ever observed that? When you cook food and you cover it up, when you take up the lid, you can see water droplets coming down. Hello. This is the way we cook
Yes.
food, isn't it? This is the way we are cooking food. In the steam, we are cooking food. So what we see tiny droplets of water. Okay. Understood? This is one activity. The other activity. Read. Next, who will read?
Ma'am, can I read it out?
Hmm? Yes, who is it?
Can I read?
Except Aina, Aisha, Modisa, Khadija. Who will take up the charge now?
Can I,
Ma'am,
Rabia?
Okay,
Zainab.
Rabia first and then Zainab will take on.
ma'am,
All of
can I,
them, take
Ilma?
part one by one. Then Ilma. Okay?
Ma'am, ma'am,
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Rabia
Activity
start.
6.5. Yes, ma'am. Activity 6.5. Hold a used hacksaw blade with a pair of tongs. Keep the tip of the tree and on the flame of a gas stove. Wait for a few minutes. Does the color of the tip of the blade change? Remove the blade from the flame. Observe the tip once again after some time. Does it get back to its original color?
Now what we are doing is all changes. Remember that? We'll take a hacksaw blade, sorry. It's a simple blade. Okay? The blade that your papa uses maybe for putting in razor and hold it with a pair of tongs and put it on a flame. Wait for some time. What you will see, the end is becoming red hot. Have you observed that? You can do that with a knife also. It becomes red hot, right? Hold for some time, then remove it from the flame. After it cools down, see, it will turn to black. Will it remain red hot? See, the color is silver. It's a metallic color, silver. When you heat it, it becomes red hot. But when you cool it, it becomes black. Have you observed that? So does it retain its same color? The color comes back? No. Is this clear? I will do physical change one by one. Read better. Stand up.
Yes, ma'am. It only involves
Physical
a
change. Read. What are we reading about, by the way?
physical change.
Read.
It only involves a transformation in the physical properties of a substance.
How does it look like? That is called physical properties. Got it? What is the physical properties? How does it look? Isn't it? I told you about the paper pieces. So, strips is called paper. So there is no change in chemical properties, but there is a change in physical properties. Is this clear?
Ma'am, can I read Tolia Fatima?
Okay. Read.
Ma'am,
Yes,
okay.
read better.
Okay, ma'am. Physical change. A physical change alters the
Alters.
form, alters
Alters.
alters alters the form of a substance but does not change it to another substance. It changes shape
Changes.
or size.
It changes.
It changes shape or size. It dissolves. It
Changes. We have to be very careful. It
freeze,
changes.
changes, freezes, boils, exports,
Evaporates.
evaporates,
Evaporates.
condense.
Condenses.
Example: making orange juice.
Thank you. You have to practice better. Who was that? Modessa?
Ma'am Fatima.
Fatima. Fatima, you need to practice better, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Next time, I need to see improvement in your reading. Okay, beta?
Okay, ma'am.
All, you have to be careful in reading. Wherever there is S extra, that you have to read it out properly, you have to pronounce it properly. Secondly, improve your speed. Don't break in between. Understood?
Okay.
Okay. This is how you will improve. Don't worry. Now, what is physical change? The form of the substance changes, but it will not change from one form to another. Is this clear? It will not change to another substance. Maybe the form may change, but it will not form any other substance. Physical change means the shape will change, the size will change, it may dissolve. For example, I told you um, the
Orange.
ice, right? For example, phases. For example, water. When it freezes, it becomes ice. When it boils, it becomes gaseous, that is water vapor. Then evaporate. Then when the gases, when it condenses, that means when it cools down, it becomes water. So that changes the phases. For example, here you can say you are making orange juice from orange. You understand? But the property of orange remains the same. So this is a physical property. From solid orange, we are making orange juice. You understand what I'm saying? But that orange juice will be called orange only, isn't it? It will be not called as apple juice or banana juice. It will only called as orange juice. You understand better?
Okay.
This is the this is the physical change. This is the physical change. I've taken so many slides as a revision part. Remember that. So I hope things will be very clear by the time we finish it.
Ma'am, can I read Tulia
I think the
Fatima?
time is Fatima. I think time is up. Just
Okay, ma'am.
there's still 5 minutes remaining. Just check your watch.
Two
The
minutes
time
remaining.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. So continue. Please, Dholia Fatima. Continue. I think in 2 minutes we can finish this slide. Keep it. Start reading better.
Okay, ma'am. Physical
Changes.
changes. Physical change is a change in which no new substance in format
All
in a
of formed. Formed.
unformed
All of you understood that no new substance is formed in physical change. Second,
in a physical change. The physical properties like shape, size, state, etc. of the substance changes. Egg, cutting of paper into pieces, melting of ice, boiling of water, stretching a rubber band, etc. Some physical changes are reversible. Egg, melting of ice,
egg is
boiling of
example, better. It is example.
example, melting of ice, boiling of water, stretching a rubber band, etc.
So we already know that no new substances form in physical changes, only shape, size, states of matter changes. For example, we saw the activity cutting of paper into pieces, the shape changed, the size changed. Melting of ice, the state of the matter changed. Boiling of water, state of matter changes. Stretching a rubber band, state changes. Is this clear? Now we see that some physical changes you can change from one matter to other matter. They are reversible. For example, when you melt ice, it becomes water. When I freeze it, again it will become ice. Boiling of water. From water it changes to water vapor. But when I condense the water vapor, I can get water. Stretching the rubber band. When stretching the rubber band, it becomes long. But when you leave it, it comes back to its original shape and size. Is this clear? Is this clear, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you understood now? Nicely. Any problem? Do you find any problem in physical
No, ma'am.
change? Okay. Fine. Thank you, beta. So we meet tomorrow. Do we have lecture tomorrow?
Bye, ma'am.
No,
Bye,
ma'am.
beta. Okay. Then see ya. Bye, beta. Have a good day.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta. Yes, tell me.
what is homework?
Just revise at home. That's it.